Hello everyone! Happy 2020 and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile Escape from the Pit. It has been a hot minute since I was able to record anything on this. My laptop started giving me some audio issues a couple of months ago, and I upgraded to macOS Catalina in an effort to try to fix them. It did not work, and in fact broke my previous build of Sheepshaver. Fortunately, after some downloads, reading forums, and quite a lot of tinkering, I've got everything back up in working order. My microphone issue has been fixed with a powered USB hub. Unfortunately, my speakers are still a little crackly, but with a game of this vintage, that shouldn't matter too much. Anyway, we are currently in Kotra, about to buy ourselves a boat. Your boat is just outside town. Brilliant. So yes, it is time for us to start exploring the more watery part of the world around here. Yeah, got ourselves a boat. Okay, and if we're going to get these rowing sound effects, I'm going to turn the volume down a scooch. You find a large pile of rubble here. Not all of it is boring rock. At its base is a large, flawless quartz crystal. We shall take that. I believe that brings our total up to, what, 2? No, 1. Sorry, I hope I don't get too mixed up with my previous test recordings and what actually makes it onto YouTube at last. Anything interesting in this corner? No. We've been that way Silvar. I may have to do a fair bit of this exploring off-screen. I don't know how interesting it is for you guys to watch. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is part of the network of tunnels known as the Honeycomb, which is kind of a pain in the butt to explore, so I don't feel like doing most of it right now. Always look for secret passages, of course. Always fill in as many empty spots in the map as I can. Now here, we are going to get into some new and hopefully interesting territory. Okay. Was there anything back here that was worth checking out right now? I don't remember. I will be making a more thorough exploration of the honeycomb eventually. I just don't want to do it today. Sign reads Grimclick Chasm, and there is something on the other side that we cannot reach from here. If my mouse would cooperate, that would be lovely. Thank you. No secret passages, so we will have to find another way to that side of the chasm eventually. Now to find out where I parked the boat. There it is. Avoid the rocks. Fortunately, the rocks in this game will not actively hurt us. I don't feel like going down the river just yet. Small island with nothing on it. You look like a soldier or a bandit, maybe? What you're doing in the middle of the swamp, I have no idea. And I don't much feel like getting into the swamp to find out. Oh, this is new. Ah, something here. In this tiny hidden cavern, you find a body in rusted armor, long dead. Lying near its hand is a large crystal, broken at one end. 2 crystals! Ah, ah, ah. See, kids? Being a thorough explorer gets you shinies. Haha, we're on a boat, you can't reach us. I could have sworn that this chunk of land got explored earlier when we visited Fort Dranlon, but perhaps the game forgot. Pretty sure I've already shown this. From this peninsula, you see a small island to the south. Think you see figures moving back and forth on it. Let's go check that island out close up. Let's park the boat a little closer so I can remember where it is once we leave that fort. Bit of a pain to navigate around all the rocks. Now entering Island Fort, and ooh, we've got company. I think I will enter from the other side. Oh, we've got company and they see us. Lovely. Okay, can't cast any of our good spells outside of combat. So. Okay, both entrances have a couple of Slith warriors. This should be fun. Now, you may notice a little bit of graphical difference. Part of that is I rediscovered the record at Retina display resolution in my recording software, so things should look a little better now. Also, I had to recover my save file, and that included rejiggering the graphics a little bit. Ah, now this is good. If you guys will remember way back to, I believe, the Neffel Fort, where we found the Mayor's Necklace, that had a spell book that we read and learned something that turns out to be a major blessing. And now, thanks to off-screen training, River has level 7 mage ability and is able to cast it. Oh yes, everyone is blessed, hasted, and has their weapons poisoned. This gon' be good. So Simon, we're not even going to make you spend spell points on blessing people. Kaylee, let's have you do a long light. Another thing that I've discovered off-screen, going to do a quick tangent into game mechanics. You may remember me complaining about River not being able to hit anything with her thrown weapons skill. I did a little digging in the Spiderweb forums, and it turns out there is a programming error in the weapon skills in this game. When using a thrown weapon, the chance to hit calculation checks the defense stat instead of thrown. So I used the character editor to put a few extra defense skill points into River. Turns out she can actually hit now and do halfway decent damage. So, huzzah, huzzah, this could be good. And now she's decked out in more assassin-y colors. You are in a series of tunnels carved out of a huge rock promontory. The outcropping is mostly hollow and filled with a small lake, which the Sliths have built narrow stone docks on. The caves are extremely chilly, moist, slimy, and uncomfortable. Sliths also have a tendency to fill their caves with lizard statues. So these are low-level grunts, should be easy enough to take out. Sometimes River does good damage. Mostly not so much. Death to you. Many boxes to look through. Most of them not containing anything of interest to us. This box contains many double-tipped spears of the sort Sliths are fond of using. One of them seems weighted right for a human. Alrighty, we shall take that and immediately give it to Zoe. We'll see how that compares with her steel tip spear here. I'm pretty sure the Slith weapons are also two-handed weapons. Aw, lost my major blessing. Is it worth putting it back on? I'm not convinced. Not for just two guys. Okay, that was cool. 31 damage on Slith warriors is nice. Oh, that's just rude. Okay, if I'm not able to get things more than one space away, that means there's another enemy nearby. Not there. And this says the same thing as the other entrance. So, fun fact, not only can you ride boats in the Overworld, you can ride boats within dungeons. You can get shot at by Slith warriors in dungeons. I should really get Kaylee either another level of mage spells or some priest spells so she has better options than just flames or fireball. Because as much as I hate to admit it, some enemies are not that vulnerable to fire. Like that guy. Die already, thank you. And nothing interesting up here. I'll show you how to use a spear. Cannot get out this way. Have a vague memory of something being around here, maybe? If it is, this is not the way to find it. Oh, I found a mage somewhere. Where are... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I could cure that, but honestly, Zoe is one of the tougher party members. She can handle it. Oh, there it is. Someone has set up a small hidden shrine here. On the makeshift altar sits a large broken-off quartz crystal. 3 in 1 session. Awesome. And that's all there is to find in that corner, and suddenly I'm kind of regretting my light spell because I'm going to be a sitting duck to the mage on the docks. Oh, that's not cool. I'm going to hide in the wall and do a long wait. Waiting interrupted because poison. Okay then. Book, you're not using your spell points so much. There. Wait for my light to run out. There we go. I should be a little less visible now. What is the best way to get out of here? Possibly not that... Ow. Okay, that was relatively painless. Time for another major blessing. pretty strong contender for best skill in the game. Oh, that's a lot of lizards. You know, if I didn't keep stabbing the crap out of them, I could actually let the poison take its course. River's mage skill might be a little over-leveled for this dungeon. I could say I'm a little over-leveled, but I'm really not when it takes three spells to kill an enemy there. Oh, can't see. Dang it. The darkness was helping me, and now it is hindering me. Let's get Simon a little more XP, maybe. Come on, it shouldn't take 6 spell points to kill those guys. Anyway, let there be light. Let there be fire. That may have been a bad idea. Ow. Goodness, you're tough. Let's get some healing going. I am really not used to having this many moves per turn. Still not dead. Finally. I am definitely going outside to rest after this. Not so tough now, are you? Maybe resistant to fire, but you're not resistant to a spear in the face. Saber, I wonder if that'll be any good. And now we flee! And now we rest. And now we save. And now we have to go find the boat again. Yes, yes. Okay, so the boat gets reset when we leave. Good to know. I'm kind of impressed that the light spell is still going. Yep, definitely haven't found all of the enemies there are to be here. These guys are tough and I don't like it. Maybe if I put some poison on you? Nice. Poisoning spellcasters is often a very good tactic. To light or not to light, that is the question. Because with light I can see, but ranged attackers can also see me. Ow! Ice bolts in the wrong hands are deadly. Slith priest. Are the Slith priests just tougher than the mages? They might be. Okay, book time to heal. Time to heal so we don't... Time to heal better than that, please. 4 points. Yikes. Would very much like for people to not die here. So, let's try ice bolting that mage. Not bad, not bad. Let's try ice bolting the priest. Also very good. So much fun when my spellcaster characters are able to kill things with melee. So that battle's done. Amulet of the Cobra. Forgotten exactly what that one does. Aha! That is because ability has question marks. I don't remember if it protects against poison or if it makes your poison more effective. One of those. Oh no, there's another priest. Where are you? There you are. Not mage spell. Let's double curse you. If I can actually see where I'm aiming the spell. And a slow for good measure. Oh. And suddenly Zoe gets to be useful again. You're not a Slith. You are a little bit painful. And now you are a little bit dead. Anything worth investigating in the garbage pit? As like rule 63 of adventuring, always check the garbage pits. Occasionally they have stuff. Ow! We found the Slith Chief! He is rather powerful. He will still die. Just one guy, even if he is a Slith Chief, isn't really worth a major blessing. Definitely worth slowing and cursing, though. Ooh, very nice. I've been doing well with Ice Bolt lately. Light heal. Okay, I'm a little disappointed the Slith Chief didn't drop anything. Oh joy. Nice. And let's get a Cure Poison. Okay, don't see anybody else coming for me. May need to go back out and rest one more time before I explore the last corner of this dungeon. Ooh, I knew there was something else here. Have a bad feeling about this tiny hidden corridor. Disarm failed, you feel weak. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm not poisoned. Did it drain experience somehow? I'm gonna reload. Okay, so I have to kill this guy again, but that's it. This time Kaylee gets the kill. Cool, she can probably use the XP. drat it. Gonna reload again. This time... I'm not always certain that works, but it can't hurt. Nuts. Yeah, maybe I should at least check my stats before and after that happens so I can see what you feel weak means. Trap disarmed. Okay, then, I'll take that. Disarm failed. We are poisoned. Nothing a quick spell won't cure. I'll take that over XP drain any day. This small iron strongbox contains a thick sheaf of thin leather sheets, covered with writing. Some are maps, some are lists of something or other, and some just have writing. That seems interesting. This large iron box is filled with ingots of silver. Quite a few ingots of silver. I do like the shinies. This box contains several leather harnesses of the sort Sliths are inclined to wear, and a lovely shield of human make. There's also some dried fish. Well, we can take the shield and the food, but I think I will leave the Slith bondage gear. So now we have plans in our special items. And it sounds like we've got one more priest to deal with. One more each of priest, warrior, and regular Slith grunt. Assuming, of course, there aren't more of them hiding for me on the way out. "12? River, I know you can do better than that." Fortunately, a priest of his level is not going to be capable of casting area of effect spells. Even if he's still capable of annoying me by healing himself or his friend here. I do not have terribly many spell points left. But I am nearly done here. Okay, cave thoroughly explored, everything we can find looted. Yet another priest. Oh, that might have been a bad time for River to use her last few spell points. Welp. Well, Simon can do a bless all anyway. Finally. Okay. Need to get into the boat a little more, and now we can GTFO. And we'll rest here, because islands are a pretty good place for not spawning random monsters. Unlike the shoreline here. So we've got not quite enough crystals to actually do us much good. And we've got plans, which I seem to recall someone in Fort Dranlon wanting. There is a stone pylon here covered with strange pictograms. Many of them depict violence. Sounds like our kind of people, right? Greetings, visitor. State your name and business. Okay, cool. Let's see. Commander's office was here. You interested in some plans we got from a Slith fort? You sure are. He takes the plans from you and looks them over. Wonderful! This will save many a human life. He then gives you a decent-sized bag. Here's the reward, 500 gold. Be sure to bring me any other information you find. Awesome. I assume that they've got someone who can actually translate the Slith writing. So we've got some more gold. We've also got some more loot that's going to need identification and probably selling. So this seems like a good spot to take a quick break. But first, something I missed in the last episode. Never mind the change in stats, I had to patch this in from another session. I'd like to come back to Shannon here on the docks. So I got her name last time, but I totally forgot to ask about job. Watching for Sliths. Be very quiet. We have to keep the dock here to get supplies by boat, but the Sliths approach underwater. Usually I only hear the littlest noise before they come up. Shh. So, yes, confirming that Sliths are amphibious and/or can hold their breath for quite a long time and sneak into forts from the water. Fortunately, the way the game is programmed, we never have issues with Sliths coming up to us when we're on a boat in the river. Anyway, that's all for now. See you guys next time.